Welcome to the Educators Table podcast, where early childhood educators pull up a chair, get real, start conversations, and grow together. Welcome back to another episode of the Educators Table podcast.
We're so happy that you're here.
It's been a few weeks since we've recorded. It's been a few wild weeks that we don't seem to be able to remember.
Did you miss us? We missed you.
So much. I did. I actually did miss recording.
Yeah, it's been a bit.
Yeah, you can leave it. It's okay.
Okay.
You can. Emily's really thirsty. Every time she comes to my house, she drinks all the water.
Yeah.
It's like she doesn't get watered at home.
I know. Watered. I don't get watered.
Like a plant.
I know. I always have to go potty all the time. We were joking about it because we were on an adventure and I had to go potty like 12 times.
Oh my God.
It was crazy.
Crazy. It's like literally walking around with a potty training child where you always have to have like the next bathroom in sight.
She joked. She's like, do you have to use the bathroom? And I'm like, no, I actually do.
Yeah, actually. And then I'm just awkwardly standing outside.
I'm in a burst.
Yeah. So, past couple weeks, it's been an emotional one for me. I've gone through a lot. My baby turned 1.
Oh, she did.
My last baby, has turned 1. She is a big girl. And you know what? This morning, she took her first actual step.
No, stop it.
She took 5 of them in a row.
Stop it.
Oh my God. It's so cute.
That's because she wears her big girl shoes.
She wears her big girl shoes?
She loves her shoes.
She does.
She doesn't walk, but she loves her shoes.
Yeah.
She walks now.
If I try to take them off when we get home, she yells at me until I put them back on her. Like she wears those shoes until bedtime, until her jammies.
Inside shoes
my
and
kids wear inside shoes.
How American.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. I had decided to postpone her birthday party because I didn't do it on her actual birthday.
No.
Because it said that it was going to rain. And so I rescheduled it for the next week when it said that it was going to be sunny. And then you know what happened? On her birthday, it was a beautiful sunny day. It was like 25 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
And then on her birthday party day, it poured all day long.
Poured.
And we had to switch the venue to the daycare. So she had a little birthday party and a couple of her little baby friends came and a couple of like older kids and families that we know came, and it was really fun.
Yeah, the theme was girls just want to be one. That's so cute.
So cute. Everything had bows.
Yeah, she got party decorations from where? Temu?
I got them from Amazon. Yeah, I'm a procrastinator, and so I need that 1-day shipping.
Yeah, but it came with like a
they
banner.
Swapped banners on me. It was supposed to say girls just want to be one. And
it didn't.
And it said there's a little butterfly on the way. And
I
was like,
congratulations.
There is absolutely not.
There's no butterflies on the way.
There are no butterflies. No more butterflies coming that way. Absolutely not. It was really cute though. I had a really fun time.
Yeah, me too.
Jace's soccer is over, the soccer season.
Timbit King.
Yeah. He wore his soccer medal to daycare today. He's on one of those community soccer teams that's sponsored by Tim Hortons. And so they call them the Tim Hortons Timbits. And all of the kids got a medal from a soccer tournament that we did that literally just says Tim Hortons Timbits. Like it doesn't say anything to do with like soccer or like anything. And so we were talking about how it could literally be from like a Timbit eating competition.
My Timbit medal.
How he's the Timbit winner. So he wore it to daycare today very proudly because he wanted to show all of his friends and his teachers his Timbit medal.
It's really funny.
I told him that if he wanted to have a medal, he had to at least step on the field. So that was his like 2 minutes of playing soccer. He held my hand and he kicked the ball a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
And that was his entire soccer career. He played 0 other minutes the rest of the season.
First and only.
Yeah. But he got his medal. That's all he wanted. So he earned it.
He earned it. Hard work.
It's crazy to volunteer to be your kid's head coach of a soccer team, to watch them sit in the wagon the entire season.
To not play at all.
To not play a single regular season game. He played the 2 minutes in a tournament game on the weekend, and the rest of the time he either sat on the blanket or in the wagon. How was your week?
It was fantastic. I went on a walk in the pouring rain because we had a week of pouring rain and I had to get my dog out to give him some good exercise. and on my walk, I literally counted 62 worms on the ground. That's crazy.
That is a gross amount of worms. The
It's
kids would
a
have loved
gross,
it, though.
it is
The
gross.
daycare kids.
See, and when I was a kid, I used to love worms and collect worms. But I'm saying something has happened in the ecosystem that has made our worms so big. I've never seen a worm so gigantic. These were big, fat worms.
Also, we used to have to hunt for them. Like,
Yeah.
you're telling me the kids now just get to see 62 of them on the sidewalk? They don't even have to work for it?
Yeah.
We had to dig for our worms.
It's like a minefield. Oh my God. See, and I don't want to be like, ew, worms. But like when I would like accidentally step on one because there were 62 on the ground, the way that they would like shrivel, and I'm like, ugh.
Ew. Ugh.
It was an experience.
That makes me think of this game that we played at a camp that I went to when I was a teenager, where they blindfolded kids and then they
I don't like what you're about to say.
so they had like this tarp, and then they opened up like jars of like mandarin oranges in water. Like, the
Okay.
like jarred oranges.
Yep.
And then they put them on the ground, and then they said that there were goldfish on the ground and that they had to avoid stepping on them.
Oh.
I don't remember like what the context of it was, but I just remember blindfolded kids, and they were walking across the tarp that was covered in oranges, and we could see that they're oranges, but the blindfolded kids did not know. They thought that they were literally goldfish and that they were supposed to dodge them and not step on them. And so then every time someone stepped on them, they'd be like, "Ugh!"
That is so psychological.
The little mandarin oranges, like, they literally look like goldfish.
And they would
have the little
feel
scales.
They would feel like
They would
goldfish.
squish under your feet, and you would literally feel like you were stepping. And
oh my God.
crazy. The things that happen at camp, I'll tell
Oh
you.
my gosh.
Yeah, we were raised in a different time.
So I saw a lot of worms. It was crazy, but it was a fun time because my dog got to like run in really big puddles and just be a little sensory kid.
Does Rome really like getting wet? Does he like the rain?
He's so funny about it. He has a love-hate relationship with water. He loves like lakes and like big bodies of water, but he doesn't like sprinklers or hoses or like anything else. He's okay with the shower, but it's like he picks and chooses his vessel of water.
He wants to be all in or none. Like, doesn't like to just be like sprinkled with it.
Yeah.
He wants to be completely submerged.
Yeah, so he was loving it. He was having a good time. And so every time I would point out a worm and I would like point down at it, he would go for it. So I had to stop pointing at the worms because I didn't want him to eat them. But oh my gosh, they're like huge. I can't believe how big worms are these days. And I got out of the car and there was one like right there. And then like couple centimeters above it was an even bigger worm, and I was like, oh my God, look at that worm. And they just kept getting bigger and bigger.
The worm crisis in 2026.
We found worms in the sandbox because we had to like put the tarp and get all the water out. And when we lifted up the tarp to reveal the sandbox, it made like whirlpools in the water, and the worms were like
like being flushed down the
yeah, they were going for a ride.
That is so funny. So we wanted to play a little game of this or that.
I have it locked and loaded, guys.
Locked and loaded, ready to go. We did this at our podcast launch party, where we had the educators go to one side for each one, but we didn't participate because we were filming and we were asking them the questions. So we figured that we would share our answers on them.
Totally.
Okay, let's go.
Are you ready? This is rapid fire.
Let's go.
Indoor play or outdoor play?
Outdoor. Always outdoor.
Outdoor play.
Yeah.
We love outside.
Oh my gosh. I would do an entire program outside before having to stay inside.
Bet, Vicki. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Ugh.
Okay, sensory or art?
I think sensory.
Sensory. I would go with sensory too.
I'd go with sensory.
Play-Doh or slime?
Play-Doh.
Play-Doh. Agreed.
I'm not a slime girl.
I don't hate slime. I feel as though Play-Doh's a little more versatile.
I think so too, because it like holds the shape, and so you can like make things.
Yeah.
I like Play-Doh, and then you can bring in lots of tools and stuff.
Yeah. Coffee before work or energy drink at nap time?
Always coffee. I'm not an energy drink girl.
I'm neither. Trick question, none.
A matcha.
I actually had a coworker come up to me today and they were like, you don't drink coffee? And I'm like, no.
No, she's like 5 of these.
She's like, what do you do? I'm like, oh, just water and sleep. No big deal.
Like, that's why I'm glowing.
That's so funny. Okay, early shift or late shift?
Early.
Early. I love early. Get in early, get out early.
I think, though, if I didn't have kids, I could do a late one, but with kids, it has to be early.
Nah, I can't get up and like wait around for the day. As soon as I'm up, I'm like, get the day going.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I'm not a slow morning girl.
Mm.
Nothing about me is
You know
slow.
what? Your kids, your future kids, are gonna be slow morning kids now.
Oh, and it's gonna
'Cause that
just,
used to
I
be
bet.
me too, and, like, my kids, they drag their feet leaving the house.
I can't do that. My mom does too. So there we go. It's
Yeah.
good
We don't
practice.
even we don't even get to the daycare until after 9 o'clock some days, like, it's wild.
Yeah.
My kids are late shift kids,
Like
but I'm an
kids.
early shift person.
Mom.
Yeah,
Early shift mom.
and so I'm just stressed all the time.
I love that for you. All right, magnet tiles or dramatic play?
Magnet tiles.
Dramatic play.
Yeah,
Yeah. Why magnet tiles?
I like magnet tiles, I think that they're really fun, and usually dramatic play hurts my back in some sort of way because you have to bend
It's fair.
down or, like, you have to be so close to the ground, and I don't know. I just enjoy the building aspect. There's a lot of
Right.
things you can do with magnet tiles
There's
too.
a lot of things
You
you
can
can
put,
do.
like, the light table under them.
Yeah. No, I like dramatic. It's theatric, right? There's costumes, there's scripts, it's a production. It's fun.
You've done some pretty good productions.
Yes. All right, next one. Toddlers or preschoolers?
Toddlers.
Toddlers. I love toddlers. Love preschoolers too, but oh my god, the toddlers, their chubby cheeks, they're so
The toddlers
cute.
are so cute, and the preschoolers just talk so much, and they ask me so many questions, and my ears just get so full. So, I would take toddlers any day.
Mhm.
Give me the diapers. I'll change diapers if I don't have to listen to preschool questions.
How are mom how are babies made?
Oh god. Like, Jace is starting to have those preschool
Oh,
questions.
really?
He asks me, like, 5 layers of why questions.
What's the craziest thing he's asked you?
I don't think he doesn't really, like, ask me crazy questions. It's just, like, we were talking about, like, the name of our city the other day, and it's like, "Jace, did you know that our city is called Edmonton?" And he was like, "Why?"
Uh,
I'm like, "Well, because that's its name." And he's like, "But why?" I'm like, "I don't know, someone named it that. Why would they name it that?" "I don't know,
Oh,
ask them."
we're getting heavy in the whys.
It just
That's funny.
but see, then this happened with Joey too, where Joey would ask me so many layers of why questions, and then if he asked Javier a question, then Javier would give him an answer, and he'd be like, "Alright." And I'm like, "What? Why do I have to explain myself?"
You
It was
have
so
to prove
unfair.
yourself.
Yeah, like, I need to present him with evidence,
Yep,
like my resource list,
yep.
and then Javier can just he just accepts whatever he says.
Wow,
I know.
it's
So unfair.
crazy.
Anyway,
Singing circle time or reading circle time?
singing. I like songs.
I like both. I like both. You know what? Even though I do music, I'm gonna go reading. I love a good book and I love like making the
Mhm.
voices and like getting into it. It's like very mimicky for me to remember being a kid and to watch my teacher. Like even the way that I hold a book now was like the way that those teachers held a book for me. And I would hate when teachers would hold the book so that like only they could see it and then they wouldn't show
Ah.
the
Or
kids
then they would just, like, read it and then, like,
and then
flash
show
it
the
and
yeah
then turn
and
it
show the
away.
picture after. I'd make sure I don't do that. We always face the book
Always
out
face the
so they can
book.
see the picture.
See, I think that I've been conditioned to, like, read bedtime stories, and so reading kids' books just makes me so sleepy now.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got real good at like reading upside down and sideways and all the things.
First priority is that the kids can see the pictures.
You betcha. All right, loose parts or toy sets?
The flight person in me says that I have to say loose parts, but also I do like toy sets. They're fun. They can be.
Yeah, I
They
like loose
can.
parts.
I think it
Just
depends on if I was at home with my kids or at daycare. At daycare, I do like loose parts because then it's not just, like, my imagination.
mhm,
'Cause I feel like at home, my kids are, like, waiting for me to take the lead on it,
interesting.
and so with loose parts, they just kinda, like, look at me and they're like, "What are we doing with this?" I mean, my kids are also not really that old yet. I
Mhm.
have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, so they'll get there. But
Yeah,
right now, toy sets are easier for us at home.
cute. Lunch cleanup or nap time support?
Nap time support.
Lunch cleanup,
I like putting kids to sleep.
and I'm a clean freak.
It's true, you are.
Planning ahead or winging it?
Winging it.
You have to. Even if you plan ahead, good luck. It's not going to happen.
I cannot plan ahead to save my life.
I tried, but it's not going to happen. Good luck. You're just wasting your time.
Yep, I agree. I'm a wing it girl for sure.
Totally. Documentation lover or documentation survivor?
You know, I really enjoyed making the documentation. I do really enjoy it. I like taking pictures of the kids and I like posting it for the parents. And I enjoy like the reactions that I get back from the parents and like all that if you do get them back. But like I used to make those like cute little learning story pages and all that for the daycare kids. So I think I really enjoy documentation.
I love documentation. It feels like proof of learning and intention and experience
that you did something.
It tickles my brain to be like, whoa, this is cool to reflect and look back on it and make something of it. It's cool to have it posted and for the kids to see it and for parents to see it and other educators to see it. I love documentation. We have changing diapers or applying sunscreen.
Changing diapers.
Sunscreen. Don't love the sunscreen. No. Nature walks or dance parties?
Nature walks.
Dance party. I like music. We get the room bumping, and then there's like the Lenny Pierce or whatever it is. Like they have like kids raves. Got bubbles. We got lights.
Do you
it's like a whole
those
thing.
Glow stick ones that we had gotten you guys? Those were so fun.
We have those out.
Yeah, you
I
guys
love a dance party.
You guys did love your dance parties. That's right.
I haven't had one in a while, but
well, maybe you should go have one.
I gotta bring the boombox. We have dollar store educator or Dollarama educator.
Dollar Tree. You read this wrong.
I read it wrong and I did it again.
It's Dollar Tree or Dollarama.
The way you said that.
What?
Dollarama.
That's how you say it, okay? Have you not heard the cash registers that say, "Thank you for shopping at Dollarama"?
Dollarama.
That's how you say it. I feel gaslit.
Wrong. Dollarama.
That sounds goofy.
Dollarama.
Thank you for shopping at Dollarama.
It's not. There's no way that you think that's real. There's no way.
That's you don't trust the voice inside.
Take me to Dollarama right now. There's no way it says that.
So anyways, I think I'm a not Dollar Tree, the other one. Because Dollar Tree, it's really disorganized. They've got some really good treasures, but it feels really disorganized to me.
That's fair.
Dollarama feels like luxurious.
The way you say it, it is. I like Dollarama. Dollar Tree doesn't have as much stuff, I feel. Rice for lunch or noodles for lunch? We all knew this one was coming.
Okay.
So, you know what? I do have an answer.
I'm okay with either because I'm doing nap time support.
There you go. I'm gonna go with noodles. I think noodles. Rice is it's a little smaller, so it's kind of it gets places that is not so visible.
It's harder for the kids to eat.
Yeah.
But if you wait for it to just dry up on the ground, it's easy to sweep up. It's hard to sweep up when it's sticky.
Yeah. All right. Last
that's
one.
Why I'm not a lunchtime cleanup person.
Books or podcasts? 3, 2, 1. Podcast. That was so crazy.
Oh yeah. What if I said books?
Good. I love that. There you go. Now you guys know a little bit more about
that was fun. A little snapshot into who we are as educators.
I learned more about you.
Did you?
Your English,
what was
for sure.
Hey, I repeat what I hear. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay.
You're gonna have to go listen to that self-checkout voice.
I'm going. I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Maybe we should go ask the Dollarama people. See, it sounds weird to say it. I tried it your way. It's Dollarama.
Sounds like llama.
Llama.
Dollar llama.
Oh my god. So what are we actually talking about today?
We're talking about a very, very, very fun topic. We are talking about environment today. Different kinds of environments that children find themselves in at home and at daycare.
And kids being different in each environment, because sometimes it really feels like they have entirely different personalities.
It's 2 different worlds. It's insane. I feel like we might have touched on this a little bit, but we just need to really deep dive
Dig into it a
more.
little bit.
Yeah.
So, why do kids behave differently at home versus daycare?
There's so many factors. When you're looking at daycare, we're talking about ratios, room size, activities, relationships. There's so much happening. There's a lot of factors that go into a daycare day versus at home.
And there's so much more, I want to say, like, stability and like expectations at daycare versus at home. Like at
Mm,
home, you could just be like, "You know what, guys? Let's go to the park or let's go to a play cafe or let's go to the indoor playground." Where like daycare, you don't really have that option.
no.
So it feels like sometimes the kids are, because they know what's going to happen and they know that they have a certain amount of time to play, they'll almost like dig into their play even more and they'll be willing to like go further with it and make a bigger mess or like all that because they know how long they have to do it, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
And that it's not just going to be like mom saying, "Oh, it's time to go to the grocery store. Let's go, pack up and go."
Yeah.
So they know that there's no leaving daycare until mom comes and that they have the whole day. If your daycare is a good daycare, then hopefully you're setting expectations for your class and you're kind of going over what's going to happen in the day. So they at least have an idea of when they're going to get activity time, when they're going outside, where I don't do that with my kids at home usually. Sometimes I do if we have a lot of things to do that I need to get done, then I will for sure tell them what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of times where it's just whatever can happen Saturday.
Right. And when they're at daycare, they get that opportunity to fully immerse themselves in the experiences that they have guided by educators, which isn't always the case at home.
Mhm.
When parents are providing activities, it looks a lot different, I feel,
It
at
does.
daycare than it does at home. And so it's such a different world for a kid to engage in something at daycare with other peers.
That's the thing too.
And like the child might not have siblings.
Yeah, having 12 friends to choose from to play with, and having all of those ideas, um, it just opens the kids up to so much more, like, just bigger play ideas. To be honest, as a mom at home, it's so much easier to just take your kids out somewhere than to play at home. I buy a stupid amount of toys for my kids. We have so many toys. There are many bins of
Mhm.
different types of toys that are nicely organized and separated into categories. Do we play with them? Not all that much, if I'm honest, because as much as we can, we're spending our time outside or at indoor playgrounds or somewhere where they can burn their energy off that's not destroying my house.
True. That's why we love outside time at daycare too.
Yeah, like I have the freedom to just load them up in the car and take them anywhere I want to go. So we go to Nana's house because they
Yeah.
can destroy her
There you
house.
go. Put them on now.
And yeah, it's very different environments. I for sure like, I remember having my day home. There was this one family where I'd had their kid for a couple of months. She was a baby, and then one day the dad came to pick up, and then he said, "I've been really afraid to ask this, but how have diaper changes been going?" And he, like, looked at me kind of, like, waiting for me to be upset about it, and I was like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "Well, at home, changing diapers is a two-person job. Like, she thrashes and, like, rolls, and, like, you cannot change her diaper on your own." And I was like, "She lies perfectly still for me."
And they do.
And they do, yeah. And then the parents, you could just see it on their face that they were like, "Are you actually serious?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "I'm so sorry. Yes, she's perfect. Like, I have no problem."
I know. How strange. I feel like there's like some parallels with Jay's too. Like when we talk
Oh,
about like
my
meal
kids.
times,
Yep.
like kids be eating everything at daycare and nothing at home.
Yep. That's honestly, truly why I try to send him as much as I can,
So he eats.
so he eats.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, like, at home, he's not eating until maybe noon is when
Hmm.
he first breaks his fast. Um, and it's not like he's just snacking all day, like, he's not eating good meals, and then I see, on the daycare app that they're posting that he's eating butter chicken? Pardon me?
So good, though.
And, like, fettuccine alfredo,
Yeah.
and, like, all of those, like, good meals that I also make at home that he goes, "Ew, I'm not
Mhm.
trying that."
Yep.
And so at home, he gets chicken nuggets and pizza and grilled cheese sandwiches because that is all that he will eat at home.
Man, you're not alone. There are so many parents that do that,
Yeah.
that have that struggle.
It's tough. I mean, we've had daycare parents that want photo proof that their kids are eating. We've had lots of parents that don't believe us. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, okay, I will be 100% honest. I was also very doubtful that my child was actually eating what was reported he was eating. And then I walked past the toddler room while he was sitting in there having some lunch. And, it was, like, grilled chicken breasts and mashed potatoes and
He's
vegetables
Yep.
and yep. And so I walked by and I caught eyes with him, and he was eating a piece of chicken, and I kid you not, he spit it out in front of me and then looked at me like, "I'm not eating lunch. What are you talking about?" And
Yeah.
then I was like, "Oh my god, this kid." And so I walked, like, past where he couldn't see me, and then I peeked back in, and he put that right back in his mouth and kept eating it.
Could you believe that? Kids are so funny.
So
That's what they
So
do.
funny. And from that moment on, I never doubted you guys ever again. I was like, "I absolutely believe that he's eating Brussels sprouts and broccoli." Sure.
Kale smoothies.
Literally, he'll eat anything. And I think there's so much of, like, what I like to call positive peer pressure.
Yep.
Um, because all their friends are doing it, and if their friends are doing it, they're doing it too. I mean, there also does come the negative peer pressure of,
Mhm.
like, when they really get into being goofy and silly and they're just trying to
Yeah.
be funny and
Snowballs, but it's fine.
it snowballs, but there are those really, really positive peer pressure moments that really help the kids that maybe struggle with eating or that struggle with, following routines or things like that. I do remember Jace's dietitian told me, "Sit Jace next to the kid that eats the most at daycare and
Mhm.
see what happens." And so we did, and it helped a lot.
Yeah. Another fun trick that we really like to use is we call it Pete the Cat soup. The kids don't really particularly like soup, um, but the soup is Pete the Cat's favorite soup. And so every single time we had soup, we would just really hype up that it was Pete the Cat's favorite and he loved it. And Pete the Cat's mom made it for him. And like all of a sudden the kids like it. Like you have to get like a little crazy with it,
It's
get
really about the
imaginative with
attitude.
it.
It's not about the food, it's
Yeah.
about the attitude.
Yeah.
You get that one kid that looks at it and goes, "Ew."
Oh my gosh, you get one kid that says ew, then they all say ew.
And none of them are eating
I
lunch that
know.
day.
So but it takes one kid to be like, "Oh,
This is so good. That's why you have to try to get the kid that eats the most and who's not picky at all to be the one
yeah,
who receives their food first and gets the first impression. Because the
yeah,
first impression sets the tone for the room.
yeah,
And it's very similar to, like, napping too.
yeah." Even eating with the children,
Yes.
which is
Yes.
great for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Vicky, they don't like this. They're kinda picky about it." And you're like, "Okay, well, grab a plate and eat with them." Like, don't tell me twice. Sure,
Yep.
but it does work.
They almost, like, need proof that it's not poisoned.
Yeah, and, like, you can't just, like, sit and eat it, though, like, you have to, like, model and you have to talk about it and, like, say
Mhm.
how good it is and how strong you're gonna be when you eat all your food.
You really need to get that first kid to buy in, and then once you get the one kid, then the rest is good.
Yeah, because how many times was it you said that it takes that you have to offer the children food
Oh my
before
gosh,
they
it was like 8 or 10 times that you had to offer food to them before they'll even potentially try it.
Mhm,
And so a lot of people will just give up after that first one and be like, they don't like it, but they didn't try it. And also, even if they tried it, like they probably were thinking negatively to begin with. And if you are eating something that you're like, this is going to be gross, like it's probably going to be gross.
mhm.
And so you have to really just like condition them because at this point in their lives, like they don't really, really know what they like and don't like.
No.
Like they like salt and they like sugar and so anything that is coated in that, they'll eat no problem, but you have to work on the palate and really just they have to try a lot of things and they have to go through not eating a lot of things. It's also very similar with nap times, because a lot of the time whenever new parents come in to tour, they're like, "So I've always wondered, how do you get 12 kids to sleep at once in a room?"
Yeah,
I'm like, "Well, I don't know, you just do."
they just all kinda
They
well, not all,
I
but
mean, not
most.
not always all the time and not it's not always perfect,
Yeah.
but when you have your full morning of engaging activities and then you get them all to eat together, like, they're tired, they wanna sleep.
Mhm.
It's a very natural progression for them, and then once you put that nap time music on and turn off the lights,
Get them all cozy in their blankie.
yeah,
Yeah.
like, it's, again, that positive peer pressure of, like, my friends are all laying down, and so we're all laying down, and then they're all sleeping, and then they
Yeah.
kinda just, like, there's the sleepy vibes in the room, and
Yeah,
then
it's
everyone
quiet
just
time.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But it's I will say that it can definitely be more challenging to put one kid to bed at
Yep.
home than it is to put an entire classroom of toddlers to bed together at daycare.
I agree. I agree. Even, like, putting one child to bed, then it's like they start to play games with you, and they're
They
like,
wanna
"Well
talk.
well, what can I do to make excuses to not go to bed?"
Yep.
24 toddlers don't really have the opportunity to make excuses. They're kinda just like, "Okay, it's bedtime now. We're gonna go to bed. My friend's sleeping."
Mhm.
But, like, the amount of time that it takes to put down one child, when you gotta count to 100, like, 5 times.
See, that is also one of the things that is hard to believe at daycare because they tell me that my son puts himself to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it takes hours to put my son to sleep at home. It is wild, and I just cannot believe that he will just lay down on his bed and cuddle a stuffy. He doesn't even do that at home either. He brings stuffies to daycare, and then they're
Mhm.
like, "Oh, like, make sure you take this home." I'm like, "We don't need that." He does not even look at it at home
Yeah.
because he's not a stuffy kid, but at daycare, apparently, he is.
I remember him needing to be
Rocked.
rocked, and
Yeah.
I would rock him every single day, and I would kinda, like, measure how big he's gotten because, like, if I did crisscross applesauce, he would fit perfectly in my lap, and then one day, his legs just started to spill over, and I'm like, "Excuse me, when are you getting so big?" And then eventually, he just was too big to fit
An
in my crisscross
independent dog.
applesauce anymore, and yeah, and then he became his little independent self that puts himself to bed and eats all of his butter chicken and is a completely different kid at daycare than at home.
See, my child is like the poster boy for different personalities in different environments because my son is like the perfect daycare kid. Even even on the weekend when we were at my daughter Hallie's birthday party, Jace was there at the daycare with me all day long. We had our soccer end of year party first, and then we had the birthday party in the afternoon, all at the daycare. And he behaved so well. There was only one time that he cried the whole day, and it was just because someone had taken something that he wanted. He listened and he ate and he did all the
And he
things.
spoke.
Oh my god,
That
yes.
was that was a whole thing. He's always kind of been like a to himself shyer kind of guy, and it was something that I really tried to work on. And then even funny how like at daycare, he's not really talking so much. At home, he's talking a lot
Oh my god, can't ever
all the
get him to be
time.
quiet.
Um, but now his truer colors are starting to show and he's starting to talk more and use his voice and it's really cool. But there would just be like times where he just like wouldn't say anything. And so when I went to the birthday party, I was just expecting that he would just kind of get a little bit shy because
Like,
it's like
ignore you and play with his
birthday
friends?
party, it's not like daycare day. Yeah. But no. He was like, "What are you doing here?" And I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take what I
Anything
can
he'll
get.
say. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was really cute.
I have always felt like there is something wrong with me and the way that I parent at home because of how he thrives at daycare. There's always that doubt in the back of your mind where you're
Aw.
like, "Does he just like it more there? Like, am I doing something wrong?" And so, like, I've worked really, really hard, to try to make home fun and to have different activities available. We have our tough tray that we do sensory activities in. I try to do fun, exciting things for him, but it's just never the same as daycare, and it took me a bit to, I guess, accept that that's not my fault,
No,
and it's just that he's adapting to different environments, and that should be seen as a strength for him, and so I should
totally.
be celebrating that instead of feeling bad about myself. So, if there are any parents out there who are feeling the same, I'm literally a daycare owner, and my kid behaves better at daycare without me than he does at home with me.
But you're
So,
creating your own special moments too. Like
yeah,
you have your special relationship that you guys have and he feels safe at home and like it's just different. When
it's
he's at
yeah.
home, he gets to play soccer with his big brother and he gets to play with his little sister and you go swimming and you go do different things and you push him to do different things than
Mhm.
at daycare. Like there's things at daycare that we can't do that you can do at home. And I said it once, I'll say it again. I saw a daycare kid out in the wild in a playground, and she climbed to the very top of the structure. And I'm like, I had no idea that you were capable of that. It's just insane.
Yeah, see, over the weekend at the pool, I saw one of our junior preschool kids jumping off the diving board into the pool, and I was like, "What?"
You
Like,
can do that?
I didn't know that kids this little could jump off of diving boards. That's crazy.
Yeah, like he's little. And then I went the next day and I was like, hey, buddy, Miss Vicky told me that you jumped off the very top of the diving board. He goes, you heard that? It's really
Yes, I
funny.
talk about all of the kids that I see out in the wild. I run into a lot of daycare kids out in the
Yeah,
wild
it's
because
really funny. They're like, how do you know me? How do you know
we're
that?
all just out doing the same things with our kids, trying not to be home. Let's
Yeah,
let's be honest.
yeah.
We see
Prevent the
each other,
mess.
yeah, we see each other at the indoor playgrounds, at the pools, at the, outdoor playgrounds, at the cafes, all the places where kids can make a mess anywhere but your house. That's where you can find the moms on
Yeah,
the weekend.
I love it.
Yep, that's where we're at. So, yeah, I it's definitely a different relationship that kids have with their educators than they do with their parents, for sure. It's very different. And it feels sometimes like the kids will hold everything back until they get home and then they just explode all of it on you. And it can feel like, as a parent, that you are doing something wrong or whatever, but it really, really is just that you're their safe place
Yeah,
and that they feel comfortable at home to let everything out, where daycare may not feel like that because their friends are watching, the educators that they see as role models for
yeah,
sure, and they want to impress you, and you praise them when they do great things, and they always want to be their best selves for you at daycare, whereas they know at home that we can handle their big feelings. There just has to be that different relationship, right? And
yeah. And it's even like vice versa, where educators are the safe person from parents, like as sad
could
as it
be.
is. Um, but then like you have that kid that like confides in you and can like be themselves and let it all out, and you're that person for them. And it's just a different relationship. Like we have like guiding techniques that we use here, and kids respond really well to it. Those guiding techniques may not be used at home, and so like the dynamic is just wild.
Yeah.
The impact that we have on these kids is so important, and we are that space for them where they feel safe and they can be themselves and let out all of their emotions, or they have the parents to do that. But like it just depends. It's so just in different
It
environments,
yeah.
different everything, different home life, different families, different educators. Like it's there's a lot
I
at
mean,
play.
I will be honest, I am so relieved that my kid behaves well in public without me,
Yeah,
and then he can do whatever he wants at home.
there you go. You
That's
got
fine
that.
as long as he is showing his manners at daycare and he's behaving and he's following instructions and not having tantrum meltdowns. But it's okay because I can do that at home and that is perfectly fine. Which, again, even if your kid does that at daycare, the daycare educators can handle it.
Yeah,
It's
they probably do their kids.
there's always that guilt that comes, like, I feel like no matter what, as a parent, you always feel guilty about something, but there's just no need for it. And I know that coming from both the educator and the parent side is that the parents will stay up all night thinking about that message that
Mhm.
came about their kid biting someone or like misbehaving, or I like when I got that dreaded message about my kid not listening and doing lots of potty talk at daycare. And there was that like, "Oh my gosh, like, what do I even do about this?" Um, but I worked with his teachers, and we figured out some strategies to handle it head on instead of hiding in that guilt and just blowing it over and hoping that he'll grow out of it. We communicated, and we figured out a way through, and now he's thriving.
Yeah. What was that communication like for you? Like, you had your initial reaction, and then, like, after that, was it like, "Okay, what's our plan?"
There was kind of that exasperation of like, "Well, I don't even know what to do anymore because I thought daycare was, like, the good place
Right.
where he was behaving, and if he's not behaving at daycare and he's not behaving at home, then I don't know what to do." So, initially, there was that, exasperated, frustrated
Mhm.
feeling, um, but then I always do try to take that step back and recognize that he's not trying to give people a hard time, he's probably just having a hard time with
Yeah.
something, and so I really, really appreciate that the educators told me. That was the first thing, is that I want that honesty from them and then the willingness to work through it with me. So they, like, asked me about what strategies I use at home versus daycare, and so we kinda, like, talked about that, and I'm really happy with the way that it was presented to me. And then that there was a way forward and that it wasn't just fix your kid, he's misbehaving.
Right. No, you're a team.
Yeah, it was very much a we want to help support him. Please share with us some strategies that you use at home that we could start using at daycare and we'll do the same and like let's talk about it. So I think that if you're an educator and you're maybe struggling with that, be honest with the parent.
Yeah, communication is that bridge that's going to connect the daycare and home environment together to make the whole child.
Yeah, and you might learn a lot more about that kid that maybe the parents just didn't think to tell you.
Mhm.
So, if you're thinking about sending that message, but you're afraid of how it'll land, you could always try it in person.
Yeah.
Um, because that can depending on the parent, it can be better received in person than over a
Yeah,
message.
because then you get tone and it's a lot less dangerous.
You do. Yeah. Yeah. But talk to them. Figure out a way so that you can get on like an even playing ground and you can just talk it out and be on the same team. One of the things that I really like to do when I talk to parents is I try to set the intention of the meeting before we start because there's been a lot of parent meetings that I have where the parents are like pretty heated about something that happened or
Right.
that they're feeling really defensive. I think a lot of the time there's a lot of defensiveness happening and so I try to just start the meetings with, hey, the intention of this meeting is that we want to come to a solution that is going to make your child the most comfortable that they can be at both daycare and at home. Do you agree to working on solutions to get us there? And then right away, they're usually like, okay, yeah, yeah, that's what we want too. It's like, okay, so now we can start. But I would never talk to a parent when they're elevated like that.
Yeah.
Chances are you're just gonna get tears or yelled at or something like that because emotions, they just come out, and when it's your kid, it's
You
tough.
feel fierce for that.
Yeah, yeah, so the trick is to disarm them first, and parents, let yourselves be disarmed, they're just trying to make a connection with you.
Everybody's trying to do their best. Parents and educators, we're all trying to do our best.
Yeah, yeah, but it's tough when the approach is different, and I think too what a lot of parents, I guess, feel frustrated with is that we're not allowed to use the same strategies that they may use at home, at daycare,
True.
right? At home, you don't have licensing there to tell you that you can't say no, don't, and stop to your kid. There's no one there saying that you can't yell at your kid or give consequences and like
Yeah.
punish them. Like it's a very different world being in daycare versus at home. And so like there have been parents that have asked us to threaten their kids and we absolutely can't do that. So we have a stricter set of boundaries that we have to maintain at daycare. So, I guess what we want parents to take away from this episode is that your child being different in different environments doesn't mean that someone's lying. It doesn't mean that one of the parties is doing anything wrong, and it doesn't mean that your child is manipulating you.
No, they feel safe and they're adapting and responding to different expectations that daycares have, and they're developing exactly how they're supposed to.
You're all doing great. Parents, educators alike, we're all just doing our best out here raising the children.
One big team.
Team Timbits.
Team Timbits. Bring it around. Oh, that's amazing.
Full circle.